The third day is over. You have 7 more left to work. Tomorrow, the fourth day, is a very important day for you. You will start practicing Vipassana. That means you will start entering the field of Panya, wisdom, insight. Whatever you practiced for these 3 days was a very important prerequisite for your work tomorrow. The actual work starts tomorrow. These 3 days you were preparing yourself to start the actual work of Vipassana meditation. Without strong Sila, it is not possible to practice Vipassana, not possible to get the results, proper results of Vipassana. Without good Samadhi, it is not possible to practice Vipassana. Therefore, these 3 days, you are observing your 5 precepts, the Sila that you had taken on the first day. This was the foundation. Stronger the foundation, the stronger the building will be on the foundation. So with a strong foundation, you started working with Samadhi, practicing Anapana. Sila is necessary to have right type of Samadhi. Even 25 centuries back in India, and so also to some extent even today, there are teachers who give no importance to Sila. They say, not necessary, you do whatever you like, whatever you feel pleasant to you. Carry on. But still you can meditate and get all the pleasant experiences of meditation. The aim is to get some pleasant experience of meditation. But Vipassana is not for that. Vipassana is to get the mind purified at the deepest level, at the root level, for which not ordinary Samadhi but Samma Samadhi is necessary, the right type of Samadhi. So perfect Sila is necessary for right type of Samadhi, and right type of Samadhi is necessary to develop Panya. And Panya is necessary to reach the final goal of full liberation, full enlightenment. Sila for Samadhi, Samadhi for Panya, Panya for Vimutti, that is liberation. This is just when you start the work, but as you proceed, you find all 3 of them, Sila, Samadhi, Panya, they start helping each other. It's like a tripod with 3 legs. Even if one is weak, it can't stand. All 3 must be strong. Sila will help, Samadhi will help Panya. Samadhi will help, Sila will help Panya. Panya will help, Sila will help Samadhi. All 3 are interlinked and they start helping each other. If one is perfect in Sila, good. It gives its own benefits, good results. But merely having perfection in Sila alone cannot take one to the final goal of full liberation. One is perfect in Sila and has very deep experience of Samadhi, yet this also cannot take to the goal of full liberation. Panya is necessary. This person who became fully enlightened, Siddhartha Gautama. His life was full of Sila even from the young age, childhood age. And then he practiced Samadhi, living the householder's life. He went to different teachers. The highest Samadhi of those days, 8 absorption Samadhis. He practiced all that. And yet he found that he is not fully liberated. Because he noticed at the depth of the mind, there are sleeping defilements, which are like sleeping volcanoes. So long as these volcanoes are there, they can erupt any time, will overpower you, and again you will be full of misery. Roots have to be taken out. Roots of impurities at the depth of the mind has to be taken out, and for that he continued his search and rediscovered this technique of Vipassana. This is Panya. Only by practicing Vipassana he could develop his Panya and become an enlightened person. Otherwise it would have been impossible. Vipassana was lost to the country. Talk was there. Panya was lost to the country in its perfection. He rediscovered that. 3 parts of Dhamma, the Eightfold Noble Path in Sila, which was there. 3 parts of Samadhi, in the Eightfold Path, were there. Now another 2 parts which come under Panya, that is Samma Sankappo, Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappo, right type of thoughts. When someone comes to a course like this, initially, at the surface level of the mind, there are certain impurities which keeps one very agitated. Some impact on the mind of some incident. And then one starts observing the respiration, the thoughts become very predominant, and many a times the thoughts are full of defilements. In some cases there might be anger, in some cases hatred, in some cases lot of sadness, depression, in some cases maybe passion. These thoughts keep on overpowering, and you try your best to come back to respiration. Thoughts keep on overpowering, you come to respiration. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, you find not that all the thoughts have gone away, but the pattern of the thought has changed now. It is not as violent as it was before. Thoughts are still there, but now thoughts are mostly pertaining to Dhamma, pertaining to the path. One starts understanding what the path is, how I should meditate, what is the proper way of meditation, what are the difficulties, all that keep coming in the mind. Not the thoughts of harming somebody. This is Samma Sankappa. Still it is not the right type of Panya which made him fully enlightened. Good thoughts were there in the teaching of all the teachers of India before him, contemporary to him, and after him. Have good thoughts. They are necessary. Then you can see things properly. And that is Samma Ditti, a right understanding, a right view. You can see things properly as they are. Like the sun is covered with very dark clouds, black thick clouds, and you don't see the light, it's all darkness. Some layers of these clouds go away. Clouds are still there, but they are not so thick, not so dark, they are thin. Light, you start seeing light, although All have not gone away. That is necessary. This type of samma sankappa thoughts are still there. You have not reached the stage where the mind has become free from thinking, free from thought. It is there. But it is not that disturbance which won't allow you to take the next step. And the next step is samma ditthi, the right understanding, understanding of the reality as it is. And this is the real panya. Well, there are three stages of panya, wisdom. Progressively, one moves towards the panya which will liberate. Three types of panya in the language of those days. It was called Suttamaya panya, the next Chintamaya panya, and the third Bhavanamaya panya. Suttamaya panya. You heard something, you read something, wisdom of somebody else. A wise person, an enlightened person, a saintly person speaks words of Dhamma. They come in scriptures. You listen directly from this person, or you read scriptures and you accept it. You accept it most of the time because you have got great faith and devotion in this person, or you have got great faith and devotion in the scripture, particular scripture, and you accept it. Good. Very helpful. Those who have never heard anything about Dhamma, those who have never heard anything about the truth, may remain confused the whole life. At least one has heard about Dhamma, has listened to Dhamma, listened to the right things, correct things. But this is not enough. Just by developing Suttamaya panya, the wisdom that one heard from somebody or read somewhere, cannot liberate you. It is very good in the sense that it will give you inspiration, it will give you guidance to take the next step. And the next step is Chintamaya panya, which means understanding the truth, developing the wisdom at the intellectual level. Human being is a rational being. He is not supposed to accept things blindly. He must use his intellect, have reasoning. Whatever I have heard, whatever I have read, is it logical? Is it pragmatic? Shall I accept it? At the intellectual level, one tries to understand it and one finds at the intellectual level, yes, it is quite logical, quite scientific, quite acceptable, and one accepts it. The second step of panya, very important step. Very helpful in the sense, again, you get inspiration and you get a direction to move towards the third step, which is Bhavanamaya panya. Bhava is to happen, to live. Your own wisdom, now you experience, direct experience, you have lived that wisdom, and this alone will liberate you. The first two will be helpful to you, but they cannot liberate. The first two were there in India at that time. The discovery of Buddha was this third, experience it. They were all the talks there. They were teachers who will say, keep yourself away from craving, keep yourself away from aversion, all these sense objects, illusionary, delusionary, and you keep on getting attached to them. You generate misery for yourself. Come out of this attachment, become detached, and you come out of misery. All those teachings were there. But how to come out? Unless one has developed Bhavanamaya panya, the wisdom, with direct experience, this starts helping one to come out of the misery. First and the second can be very helpful, can be very harmful also. Many a times they become very harmful. Like Sutmaya Panya, someone is born in a particular family, brought up in a particular society, having faith in a particular tradition, particular scripture, belief. From the young age one gets the mind conditioned with all those acceptances, all those philosophies, beliefs, dogmas, and one starts feeling that this is perfectly all right. All other traditions are useless. They are not correct. My tradition, this is the best, and I accept it. One does not take the next step at all. One feels perfectly satisfied. I have accepted the truth that our scripture says, the truth that our saints have said, the truth that the founder of our religion has said. It is wonderful. That becomes a great barrier, a bondage. Such person will never use the intellect, will never try to reason what is being taught. Far away. To develop one's own ability to experience it is far away. Becomes a big bondage. If someone who is convinced with the Sutamaya Panya and yet, being a human being, a human species, wants to reason out things and he starts reasoning, is it true? Is it correct? Is it acceptable? Is it pragmatic? Then the elders get worried. The elders of the family, the elders of the society, the elders of this particular community, they don't like it. They say, oh, you don't have belief. You don't have faith in our scriptures. You don't have faith in the founder of our religion. If you doubt, then you know what the result will be. After death, you will go to hell. And then a description of hell is given. So terrible. And he says, no, Baba, no. I don't like to go to that hell. I accept reasonable or unreasonable, pragmatic or non-pragmatic, anything, I accept. I don't want to go to hell. So poor fellow, he accepts it out of fear. Same very elders, they got another way. And they will say, look, if you accept whatever is written in our scriptures, whatever our tradition says, our philosophy says, if you accept it, then you know what will happen. After death, you will get heaven. And then a wonderful description of heaven. So wonderful, so wonderful. You will enjoy all the sensual pleasures there, celestial pleasures, so wonderful, which you can't get in this world. The mouth starts watering. Wonderful. If I get that, I accept everything.